rook here, and bishop c6 comes to mind.
Nice idea. And then you can always move your rook and start advancing down the pawn with the a pawn down the board. But I also like to move rook d7. And you keep your bishop coming to b5. You can take it slow. Look at the way, notice how the white knight has been cut off from the queen's side. The d4 square isn't there, the d2 square isn't there. It's got a long way to go before it can join the defense on over to the other side of the board. Gives a check, falls back with the king. The bishop will come and target the e2 pawn. Bishop b5 now comes to mind. He first spins the rook, the knight, and now bishop b5, rook d2 coming in, and another pawn is about to fall.
Just a one-sided game at this point from Magnus. And when Magnus is in his best shape, playing his best chess, this is what happens. And he puts c4. That is extreme.
Whoa.
Why would he do that?
To defend the pawn, but that looks super committal. He could have easily gone for the e2 pawn, but instead blocks the bishop. But he knows what he's doing. This is Magnus Carlsen. This is an endgame. The Magnus touch. He knows the c3 pawn was going to fall. He does it. He's up 2 pawns. And Abhimanyu Mishra playing on 10 seconds. Down in the endgame. Can't pick up the e6 pawn. Rook e2 is a big threat on the board. Picking up that knight. Tries to bring the king into the game. But this is just over. G7, you can win it. Nobody cares about that. The c-pawn will decide the game. Bishop a4 check. Oh, bishop a4 check loses the rook, so that's a bad idea. Pick up the pawn on h2 or give a check on c2.
Yeah, goes c2. If you take it, we swap everything off, and that's a winning endgame with bishop e2 at the end, winning f3. And the knight's trapped over here, so that's another issue to add to the many. But I didn't actually look at the clock for a while, and Abhimanyu's down to his final seconds, which is why Magnus was playing quickly. And for Abhimanyu, if he had a defense, he wasn't going to find it. So Magnus Carlsen moves to 4-5.
Wow. And that was a nice win with the black pieces, picking up all of white's pawns. He moves to 4 points, as you mentioned.